Patrick at Pals. Jim's got the back brakes off. How do the back brakes look,
Back
Jim?
brakes look good. I mean, they need to clean and adjust like all these old cars, especially since you went up north and back. But yeah, everything looks clean and dry. You notice the difference on here from the front. It's got this extra hardware. That's because it's got a parking brake inside.
Okay, so explain that parking brake to us.
What the parking brake does is a cable that runs from the front and comes in through here and pulls this arm. That arm does is pulls this lever, which puts pressure on both brake shoes and spreads them out and locks the rear wheel in place.
Okay. And like you were saying, on a new car like a Ranger or a Blazer or any of those cars that got drum brakes on the rear, you would also see an arm coming down to the adjuster here.
Yeah, there'd usually be a cable that runs around and a little arm with a spring on it that would move that. Anytime you hit the back up, hit the brake, parking, it'd make it pop and adjust it, which this doesn't have.
And now folks, you know, typically you have at least 60-40 braking front to rear. This car, it's more like 70-30. You can see the difference in these shoes. Look at the depth. And then if we go up to the front, you can see how much more worn that front shoe is. Okay, and the reason is this front brake does 70% of the braking. This rear brake only does about 30. Maybe it's 65-35. But it's going to wear out that brake shoe much quicker on the front than the rear. Now Jim's going to take this last one apart and we'll see what we've got on this right rear, see if there's any change. Now you notice these drums are held in with a bolt, okay? You know, most drums today just slide on. These actually have a bolt that holds them, okay? And there's 3 bolts that you have to take off in order to get the drum off. Alright. Now why did they do that in the 40s, Jim?
Well, there's no studs that stick out.
So this is set up like a BMW.
Yeah.
A BMW, folks, for instance, with a BMW, you've got bolts that go in instead of studs that come out. And so if you have that, you have to have the drums set up. Now on a BMW, you're going to have disc brakes. You're not going to have drums, but this is what they did when they had drums. Okay,
Look
we
how
get
nice
that off.
side looks.
Well, it does. It looks pristine. Look at that. Looks really pristine. And look at the difference in the springs, folks. These springs look so much beefier than what I've got on the front. But we're going to fix that. We're going to get it all set up. Who knows if they're even using the right springs on this car. You know, it's 76 years old. A lot of things can change in 76 years. If you got a 48 Buick, bring it to Pals. See you soon.